So today I will be examining and analyzing the media text Cupid by 50/50, a K-pop music video and song. The concepts that I will be discussing today are hybridity, globalization, and transnational media. First of all, what is hybridization or hybridity? It is the belonging and mixing of different cultural elements, styles, and practices to create new and unique forms of cultural expression and the integration of diverse cultural influences from different parts of the world. A good example of this is the song Cupid by a Korean girl band called 50/50. For this music video, I will be examining the use of English in K-pop songs and its roles in shaping the global local identity of K-pop. According to Dal Young-jin and Wong Jae-ryo, the English mixing in K-pop song represents a hybridization of global and local elements, allowing K-pop to appeal to domestic and international audiences. From what we know about hybridization, a cultural element blends into another culture by modifying the element to fit cultural norms. An example of this is the language. English is a language that is spoken all around the world and is something that is easily understood even in rural areas of the world due to its prevalence. Even if you can't speak English fluently, you are still likely to understand some words and make sense of what one is trying to say. Jin and Ryo argue that while K-pop has been mixed with Western music genres and styles, the nascent development of English mixing in lyrics of K-pop is also burgeoning as a unique form of hybridization. In the case of the song and music video of Cupid, we can see that the group has a heavy incorporation of simple English phrases that effectively convey the message of what the song is trying to essentially say. Examples of this are phrases from the song like I'm feeling lonely, hold me, crying in my room, I gave a second chance to Cupid, and I'm so stupid, to name a few. In the article Critical Interpretation of Hybrid K-pop, the Global Local Paradigm of English Mixing and Lyrics, Jin and Ryo analyze the use of English in several K-pop songs and argue that it represents a complex interplay between global and local cultural elements. They suggest that this hybridization of cultural elements is key to K-pop's global success. I believe that this hybridization of cultural elements allows K-pop to appeal to diverse audiences as it lets them relate to the media without having to go out of their way to find out what it's saying. Ingyu Oh states in the article, The Globalization of K-pop, Korea's Place in the Global Music Industry, that the success of K-pop is due to its hybridity, which combines Korean cultural elements with global pop music trends. She also discusses the role of social media and fan culture in the global success of K-pop and the importance of the Korean wave, otherwise known as Hallyu, in promoting Korean popular culture globally. I believe it can be suggested that K-pop represents a new form of culture globalization that is not dominated by Western culture products, but instead involves the mixing and blending of different culture elements from different parts of the world. Next up, I'll be discussing globalization and specifically cultural globalization. So, cultural globalization can be defined as the transmission of ideas, meanings, and values worldwide to extend and intensify social relations. This can be shared globally. It can be anything, including clothes that we wear, um, emotions that we feel, even the entertainment that we consume. This process is characterized by the extensive and mass consumption of cultures promoted by the internet, popular culture media, and even international travel. In the relation to the topic, I will focus on popular culture media and how the internet allows people worldwide to connect and consume K-pop. In regards to the music video of Cupid, the cinematography of the video shows how much imagery that is considered Western. Like the setting of the room at the beginning of the music video, it represents the classic American teenage style attic room, which is a common theme in the video. Also, many of the shots filmed have a retro American town as a background, with a theater, boutique, and cafeterias. One of the group members is eating pancakes at a cafeteria, which is also a Western image. As well as that, the girls' clothing are considered Western, like jeans, skirts, and t-shirts. It can also be suggested that the cinematography and mise-en-scène was purposely thought out as the girl band was trying to reach a Western audience, which they successfully did. As a result, their song charted on the Hot 100 Billboard charts and ended up on the United Kingdom's official singles chart. Sandra Annette explores the concept of transcultural fandom, or the ways in which fans from different cultural backgrounds engage with and interact around shared media content. Annette argues that fans use media content to create shared culture experiences that transcend national and linguistic boundaries. She also examines the ways in which fans engage with global animation content, including through fanfiction, fan art, and online communities, and the role of media companies in facilitating these interactions. An example to back up this theory is about the song Cupid, which went viral on TikTok as fans use the sound in their videos, including creating simple dance steps to the song, dancing to the song itself, covering the chorus, and even using the part of the chorus in multiple different scenarios that they felt was relatable. One important thing to note is that 50/50 was anticipating their song being a hit with the international market, which is why they had prepared an English version of the song even before they released the original. And as a result of globalization, it can be stated that the song is relatable to an international audience, as heartbreak or falling in love is a global concept that was very admirably conveyed in the song Cupid. The final concept is transnational media. Transnational media can be defined as communication, information, or entertainment that crosses international borders without the regulatory constraints normally associated with media. According to Dalyong Jin, he argues that it is universal uniqueness that people from countries beyond the nation the media was produced to identify with and engage with. According to Jin, a 2022, transnational proximity refers to how people from different cultures can share similar experiences and emotions despite geographic and cultural differences. Transnational media can refer to not just the media text itself, but also the production process, influences, and consumption of the media text. Uh, in an article by Adrian Ethik, he argues that the study of media audiences needs to recognize the diversity of audience experiences across different cultural and geographical contexts. In the case of Cupid by 50/50, we can identify that the media consumption of the song is not just limited to the Korean population, but is also consumed across different countries in the world, including the USA and the UK. The article by Ethik shows us that the media consumption can happen across national or regional boundaries, which need to be considered to show how transnational flows of media, people, and culture shape media consumption. Finally, the last analysis of Cupid will include how the song is considered transnational media. The music video is directed by Zany Bros, who are a popular filming company that has worked with many different K-pop artists. And although the directors are South Korean, they use film equipment produced by a German company called Ari, which helps them to get the perfect visuals for a music video. Not only that, but the Zany Bros also have a global internship program where they have hired staff from Germany, Sweden, Colombia, Japan, and China. The reason for this is that they believe they need a global perspective of how the fans interpret their music videos, as their target audience is the international audience as well as the Korean audience. Furthermore, the producers and composers of the song are also from Germany, Sweden, England, and South Korea. This is a good example of how media can be transnational to achieve a wider audience that can relate to the media. In conclusion, it can be stated that the success rate of Cupid by 50/50 was related to the concepts of hybridity, globalization, and transnational media and proximity, as these concepts were infused in the making and releasing of the song and the music video. Hybridization allows the media to reach a wider set of audience and lets them relate to the topic. The effect of globalization shows that the importance of fandom as a site of cultural production and exchange, and the potential of transcultural fandom to create new forms of global culture, community, and collaboration. The popularity of Korean popular culture has created a sense of transnational proximity between Korea and other countries, which has allowed Korean cultural products to resonate with a diverse audience.